Okay, you guys, so the time has come for us to battle Kristen, coach of the Tulsa Talonflames, and I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous, but you know what? Let me shake these nerves off. Shake them off. I'm a coach. I can't be afraid to make the play. I can't be afraid to make the call. And the first play I'm making is Music 23, because that's the best one in the game. And I just needed to calm me down because I'm super nervous right now. So we're going to go ahead and see what Kristen brought with her team here. And I hope and I pray and I hope and I pray and I hope and I pray we predict it correctly. Okay, so she didn't bring Heatran or Ferrothorn. Half the team we prepared for, she didn't actually bring. Oh my goodness. Okay, but she did bring the Liepard. The Liepard I am afraid of. Liepard is one of those mons that can match Gengar's speed. So, we have Salamence, Galvantula, Latios, Dusknoir, Seismitoad, and Liepard. Okay, so I still don't think this is going to change anything. I still think she's going to lead with her Galvantula to set up Hazard because she does have Seismitoad and Dusknoir, two very slow mons on her team. So I think she is still going to set up Sticky Webs, but that means she doesn't have anything for Stealth Rock. So 30 minutes, our Rotom Heat is safe. Actually, didn't bring Heatran. I'm safe to Will-O-Wisp everything on the team. Okay, so let me go ahead and choose my mons before we get timed out here. Let me see what you got. Let me see what we can do. Let me see what we can do. Okay, so we're going to lead with Treasure. Again, if you guys are hyped for our Week 1 battle of the UCL, if you can feel this hype, and of course, if you're a proud member of the Happy Nation, and you're supporting the Tucson Terrakions throughout the season, make sure you smash our like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. I know I already said that. I know I've said my intro like 16 times as well. I'm just so fucking nervous. Sucker Punch. Wow, she did not lead with her Galvantula. Okay then, that's a problem. No, that's even more of a problem. Okay then, she knows we're scarfed. Okay, she knows we're scarfed. All right, so element of surprise out the window now. Okay. Let me think here. Okay, obviously I can't leave Gengar in because if he does carry Sucker Punch, it doesn't matter if we're scarfed or not. Sucker Punch is still gonna hurt, especially coming from a Dusknoir. She could actually. It doesn't even matter. I don't want to catch a hit from this thing with anything because Gengar's not living the hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out. Question is, who do I swap out to? Cindy, our Gastrodon is my first instinct because it's our physical wall. So I think I might do that. I think I might just do that. I think I will switch to Cindy. Because my whole thought process, if you guys seen a Wi-Fi battle from us before, you know I overthink and I try and think of every single possibility. I'm going to try not to overthink so much. Oh, she Shadow Sneaked. So it would have made a difference if we had Scarf or not. Shadow Sneak would have still bopped us. Not that I would have wanted to take the Shadow Sneak any better, but still. Okay, so Cindy was definitely the best play to go out to just now. Cindy, I need you to restore all that health, all that HP back. So, now that she doesn't have her Ferrothorn or her Heatran, I can not only Will-O-Wisp everything on the field because Heatran's not there, I can also Toxic everything as well because Salamence, Galvantula, Latios, Dusknoir, Seismitoad, Liepard, none of them are Steel types. So we can Toxic anything we want. If she does end up going out to Galvantula, because I think Galvantula would be the best. Well, I don't know, we're a ground type. But still, Galvantula has Energy Ball. I'm pretty sure that we can eat a hit from anybody else on her team. Pretty sure we can. Definitely the Salamence. Maybe the Latios. The Dusknoir for sure, because no one runs mixed Dusknoir. Seismitoad, maybe, maybe not. Seismitoad, I mean, we negate one of its whatchamacallit, one of its stab with Storm Drain. And Liepard's an issue as well. I'm gonna Toxic. I'm gonna go for a Toxic. Never mind! Gastrodon's super duper slow! Gastrodon's super duper slow. I didn't even think that he would carry. I didn't think that Dusknoir would carry Taunt because what's Dusknoir's base speed? But I mean, I guess then again, it is bulky enough to the point that it can eat a hit and then taunt the turn after to keep you from doing anything else. His base speed's 45. What is Gastrodon? What is Gastrodon's base speed? Gastrodon's 39. Okay, Kristen. I see you, big dog. Alright, so we're stuck here. Now the question is, so she carries Shadow Sneak and Taunt, and perhaps Sucker Punch. We haven't seen it just yet. So my question now is, who is she going to go out to? Because obviously she knows I can't Toxic or Recover. That's a given. Gastrodon's moveset's not that hard to figure out. The only variation you could possibly offer would be like Earth Power, something like that. So now the question is, who is she gonna go out to? Does Seismitoad get Water Absorb? Does Seismitoad get Water Absorb? Yes, it does! Seismitoad does get Water Absorb. Okay, so I think she might have taunted me to bait us for the skull, because obviously I want to try and burn her whatchamacallit here. So I'm not going to go for that. Instead, I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, just for chip damage purposes, and to see if we can maybe get a freeze. I don't know if the Hex God's smiling on us. Pune Shocker. Oh, you think you're so slick, Kristen! You get 1 or 2 nice plays here and there. She tried to bait for the skull for the Water Absorb. No. Okay, now this is scary though, because Seismitoad can be a mixed attacker. But like I said, with Gastrodon here, we completely negate any water type moves she could go for. So now the question is, obviously he's gonna have to go. No. I was talking to PK last night. He gets Grass Knot. I can't risk that. If I hadn't had the conversation with PK last night, I would have never seen it coming. And Grass Knot has bodied me one too many times for it to happen again. Okay, so if he gets Grass Knot, and that is what he's gonna go for, the question now is, who do I go out to? Because you see, our wall, like Seismitoad is just perfect for our walls. Because he could use a water type move and deal damage to our Rotom. He could use Grass Knot to deal damage to our Gastrodon. He gets Ice Punch as well. This is just tricky. It's tricky. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I mean, she knows I have Storm Drain, so she's not going to go for a water type move. But does she know that I know she has Grass Knot? I'm going to risk it and go out to 30 minutes. I'm going to risk it. This is a very risky play. If she goes for something like Waterfall, we're screwed. If she goes for a Hydro Pump, we might live it, because we're especially defensive. Knockoff! She went for a knockoff instead. Oh. Okay, if there's anybody on the team that I wanted that to have happen to, that's definitely a decent... That's definitely... Okay, yeah. That's not bad. I'm not upset with that. So now the question is, I'm pretty sure she knows I'm not going to stay in because I can't touch her. So she could honestly just, she's free to go for another knockoff again. That's just not good, because I don't want all my mons to have their items knocked off. Because honestly, the only switch I have now is Cindy, but if she carries Grass Knot, I'm screwed. Because he definitely outspeeds Gastrodon. There's nothing I can do. What I could do is... Seismitoad's base speed is 74. What's Rotom? What's Rotom Heat's base speed? I'm sure they all have the same once they change form. Rotom Heat's base speed is 86, so we outspeed. So, only thing I can try, unless she's like scarfed, I can try and go for a Will-O-Wisp, which is kind of risky considering the fact that she has Galvantula and Latios. I just have to hope that with the Will-O-Wisp, it's enough so we can take a Waterfall. But then again, I don't think she's going to go for a Waterfall. I'm going to try and Willow her. I don't think she's going to go for a... Oh, she withdrew! She withdrew! What the hell? What the hell? I was not expecting that by any means. Okay. I was definitely not expecting that. Alright. Okay, so this is not bad. It's not bad because Latios is a special attacker, so that means we can eat up a hit from this Latios. If I hadn't burned it, I would go for a... Actually, you know, I could probably still go for a Pain Split, because whatever damage she's gonna do to me, unless she sets up like a Calm Mind. Because Calm Mind Latios tears through people's lives. It's not fun to deal with. So my options right now are to either A, Volt Switch out, B, Pain Split, then Volt Switch out. That's if she... Pain Split only works if she attacks me. I think I'm going to Volt Switch out, because she's going to go before me, because Latios is base 110 and speed ties with Gengar. I think I'm going to Volt Switch out into either Gengar, Cheshire, or Titania. Because anything short of like a Psyshock, maybe, I think we can take with Titania. And if anything, that'll give me a chance to set up a sub, and if I get a sub up, that's it. Her entire team's donezo. I'm going to try and Volt Switch out. I'm going to Volt Switch out. And see if she goes for a Calm Mind or anything else. She went for Tailwind! What? You see, every time I ever battle Kristen, she always does these weird, goofy-ass plays. She always does this weird shit. Okay, so Tailwind's a problem now until it wears out, because now she definitely outspeeds. That means the Dusknoir and Seismitoad, the two slow mons on her team, are definitely outspeeding now. Let's see, what do... I could try and scare her out because she can't one-shot Titania. I could try and scare her out because she can't one-shot Titania, but Titania can one-shot her. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to Titania, try and scare her out, get a free sub up, and then anything short of Galvantula has to break my sub before they can do damage to Titania. And at that point, somebody's taking a Hyper Voice. Somebody's taking a Hyper Voice, because Hyper Voice does work to everybody on her team. Okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. If she stays in, I will be shocked. If she stays in, I will be shocked. Because I can't think of anything a Latios would do. Because Dragon type moves are donezo. It's, we resist her Psychic Stab. Because Psychic resists itself. So unless she's gonna go for some crazy maneuver, we should be good. We should be good to get our free sub up. Oh no. I'm so scared. Did I hit the Mega Evolution button? I can't remember! Ah! I always second guess myself once I hit the button immediately. Okay, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do here. Kristen, pick a move. Kristen, I swear for God, pick a move. It's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy thinking about this. There's nothing Latios can do, right? But then again, who could she possibly go out to? It would have to be Dusknoir. It would have to be Dusknoir, because then she could dish out damage because it's physical and it's super effective. And at the same time, she can get priority with Shadow Sneak and break the sub immediately. But with the sub up, there we go. Who's she gonna go out to? With the sub up, I'm guaranteed to get a Hyper Voice off. Sucker Punch. She went after Dusknoir. Okay, perfect. Free sub. Free sub. Even though it's gonna be gone next turn, we still got a free sub. You found my Gardevoir. Oh, you've revealed my trap card. Here we go. Okay, so Mega Gardevoir's here. So next turn, the speed stat will be transferred over, which I think Mega Gardevoir is base 100 as well, because I think regular Gardevoir uses Scarf. And our Titania has a space at the end of her name. I don't know why, but she does. Okay, so since we sacrificed the sub, obviously she's gonna Shadow Sneak, or she could, if she wanted to, just straight up Shadow Punch to make sure. But I feel like she's gonna Shadow Sneak because she knows Gardevoir is not physically defensive, and Dusknoir's attack stat, he's beefy enough to go ahead and do the hit. So I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice. There's nothing else that I can do. But seriously, with sub up, Hyper Voice destroys Salamence. It's gonna do crazy damage to Galvantula. It's gonna one-shot the Latios. Dusknoir is gonna take crazy damage. It's at least a 2-shot there. Seismitoad's taking damage. Lipers get 1-shot. So literally, as long as she doesn't break the sub, if we can get this exact same scenario up again, as long as she doesn't break that sub, we're good. We are golden. We're golden. So Sucker Punch, not Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak and Bug Buzz are the only two things I need to worry about while I'm behind sub. Did she think I was gonna sub Calm Mind? Wow. I mean, it's not a bad decision to go for, but that's a 2-shot right there. We're good. We are good. Well, we're good for now. We're good for this. We're good for this. We're good for... Wait, before I pick a move, we're good for this Dusknoir if she leaves it in. Wait, how did that Dusknoir just outspeed? That doesn't make any sense. Because we looked up his speed stat before, right? Dusknoir is base 45. Even with a Choice Scarf. Even with a Choice Scarf, he shouldn't be able to outspeed. How did she outspeed? I'm slow. I'm not realizing something. Does Dusknoir get Prankster? No, we already saw it had Frisk. I don't know how he outsped just now. That's an interesting tidbit to me. I think she's going to Shadow Sneak and sack off for Dusknoir, though. It's either that or swap out and let something else take this Hyper Voice. But if she Shadow Sneaks, at least she's going to break my sub, which is going to put me back at square one, where I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. I love this music. I swear to God, it's the only thing keeping me calm right now. Okay, so she's going to Shadow Sneak and break my sub, which is fine. So she's sacking off for Dusknoir because he's going down to this next hit. Yo, could you imagine if I lived it? If the substitute lived? That would have been amazing. Okay, so down goes the Dusknoir. I honestly don't know how she outsped because in 6th gen, if Quick Claw activates, you see it pop. It's not like older generations where you don't see... Oh, it's the Tailwind! Oh, I'm so stupid! It's the... I already know there's at least 3 or 4 people screaming at the screen right now. Tailwind, Nappy! Tailwind! I'm stupid, I'm slow, I forget sometimes. This one's called Sucker Punch. Look at that! Okay, so honestly a Chansey would be the best thing to have against this thing because Chansey can very easily... You see, we're taunted so we can't go for substitute right now. That's the only issue. Because Chansey could very easily handle this thing because what's Sliper gonna do? You're gonna Thunder Wave me, Natural Cure, Run with Therapy, boom. Good, out of there. You're gonna Foul Play me. What's Chansey's attack stat? 5? Something like that. If we weren't taunted right now, I would go for a substitute. I'm gonna click on substitute just to see. Can't use substitute. Because if we could sub up right now, if she wanted to go for a Thunder Wave, that's fine. I would substitute and we'd move on from there. Because I feel like Thunder Wave is so painfully obvious at this point. Because now the question is, if she T-Waves me, what happens next? What does Liper traditionally run? I feel like it's like Thunder Wave, Attract, Thunder Wave, Attract, it is male, and we're female. Thunder Wave, Attract, Night Slash, Foul Play, shit like that. Confuse Ray, maybe? My thought process is to go out to Scrub, either Scrub or Cindy to avoid the Thunder Wave. I could go out to Rotom Heat. Actually, Rotom Heat's not a bad idea because I can hit back with Rotom Heat, and it's got no whatchamacallit, no gender. I'm gonna go out to Rotom Heat. I'm gonna go out to Rotom Heat so it can't Thunder Wave me, number 1. It can't Attract me, number 2, and it can't Foul Play me either. Oh, it carries what? What? She carries Gunk Shots? I didn't know. I was not expecting Liper. What? To carry Gunk Shot. See, Kristen does these weird sets intentionally to counter my Mons. Okay. I can't let Rotom Heat go down just yet. I need to get a Pain Split off on somebody. And the reason for that is because she still has Galvantula and Latios. And as long as those two are still here, Rotom Heat serves too much of a purpose. So I can't let that happen just yet. But I feel like a Night Slash is going to do us in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to... See, that's the thing. If she... I was going to say, I'm going to go out to... Honestly, I can go out to Cindy. Because Cindy can take any physical hit. Because Gunk Shot's physical. So obviously this is the physical Liper. Because I'm pretty sure Liper's physical attack... I don't know. I'm just going to go out to Cindy. You want to Gunk Shot me or Night Slash me? Cindy's eating that up. Oh, shit! Who you going out to, though? I'm not quite sure who she was predicting. I mean, she did switch out to Latios before. No, that was against my Rotom. I was gonna say, she did switch out to Latios before against my Rotom. I think she might be trying to get the Tailwind back up, because that's the only thing we've seen revealed on Latios so far is Tailwind. So what I can do right now is I can hard switch back out to Gardevoir, which would take up the turn of the Tailwind, and then we're back at stage 1 where she can't touch my Gardevoir, so I'm free to go for a substitute again. Then, or I could stay in and go for an Ice Beam and do whatever damage I can and try and get rid of this thing. But honestly, I don't think that's going to be beneficial because we're defensive. We're not offensive. We're not going to, and it's not stab either, so it's not like Ice Beam is going to do that much. And on top of that, Latios has like what, base 125, 145, something like that, special defense. I know it's the bulky of the two. So I think I'm going to make a risky play because again, what can Latios do to Titania that would dish out a decent amount of damage? I'm going to hard switch out to Titania, hoping she Tailwinds right now. I'm going to go for it. 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 Because I know Latios can carry Energy Ball. That's the last thing I want Cindy to take. A Toxic! Ooh! Chansey's definitely coming next week. Chansey's definitely coming next week. Okay, so that wasn't bad because outside of Lucario, who obviously I'm not going to send in against the Psychic type, what else can I do? That's not a bad play, especially since she knows I'm going to sub up. I could just not go for the sub and just Hyper Voice right now if I really wanted to, and get whatever damage off I need to since she Toxic me, because I feel like she's predicting the substitute. But if I go for a Hyper Voice, again, everything on her team is dead. Galvantula might live it. If she has anything sashed, it'll live. Salamence, bop. Latios, bop. Seismitoad, bop. Liepard, bop. So I could just go all out right now in Hyper Voice and do whatever I need to do. I might just do that and not even give her the thought process that I'm going to substitute. I'm going to Hyper Voice. I'm going to Hyper Voice. Is she going to hard switch? Or is she going to stay in predicting the sub? It makes me so nervous. It makes me so nervous. I gotta stop talking about how nervous I am. I'm a goddamn coach of the Tucson Terrakions, damn it. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, Kristen, leave the Latios in so it can die. Just do it. 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 But then again, she could Tailwind. If she would have Tailwinded, because the Tailwind's not up yet, she went for Toxic. If she would have Tailwinded this turn, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If she would have swapped out or Tailwinded, it's dead. Or something's taking damage. I feel like this is definitely her special wall in the team. Seismitoad and Dusknoir were her physical walls. Latios is her special wall. And then everything else is offense and utility. She went for Surf. Okay. Well, no more Toxic Tailwind for you, so the Tailwind's gone forever now. So a huge threat on her team is now down and out. I don't have to worry about that. She still has that looming threat of Moxie Salamence. And I haven't given up on Titania just yet. I can still get one more substitute off. Well, honestly, a substitute's not going to be worth it at this point. It's really not going to be worth it at this point. Because I would just die from Toxic the very next turn. Now that I'm Toxic, I need to be careful with my HP. But since the, whatchamacallit's not up, I mean, she could honestly just go out to Liepard and Gunk Shot again if she really wanted to. She can go out to Liepard again and Gunk Shot if she really wants to. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. What the hell is up with these nicknames? It's, oh, they're all named Sucker Punch. That's what it is. Kristen thinks she's witty because she knows I don't like Sucker Punch. So all of her Mons are named a variation of Sucker Punch. So what I think she's going to do right now, the only reason she would send in this Salamence against me is if it's Scarf Moxie. That's it. That's the only reason she would. But, to that extent, she's not going to Dragon Claw. She's not going to, well, Moxie raises attack. So that means it's got to be physical. So that means that she's not going to Dragon Claw against me. She could Earthquake me. What all does Scarf Salamence carry? Iron Head, Iron Tail? I think Iron Tail, maybe? I'm going to go out to her Rotom Heat. Because now that Latios is down, that's one less Mon that I have to worry about for Galvantula. So if I go out to Rotom Heat and she scarfs herself into Earthquake or something, she has to swap out. Because I don't think Salamence naturally outspeeds Mega Gardevoir. I don't think it does. Because Salamence's base speed's like 90 something. Oh no, it's 100. It's base 100. Okay, so it's a speed tie. Never mind. I thought Salamence was slower than that. Okay, so we're speed tying here. I think I'm still going to go ahead and go out to 30 minutes predicting an Earthquake or an Iron Head or something like that. So unless she goes for a Dragon Claw, we should be good. Unless she's trying to predict my Earthquake, we should be good. And if she does get the Moxie boost up, then we have Lucario right there. Oh, she went for Shadow Claw. Ooh. We got a crit. Shadow Claw does have a high chance to crit as well. So by 30 minutes, I'm so sad. She's not Scarf Moxie. Wow. She's not Scarf Moxie. Wow. She's not Scarf Moxie, so what I could do at this point is I can go out to either Cheshire, Blue Note, or Scrub, or Flygon. Because I could Dragon Claw. Oh, no. She'd outspeed. Never mind, I can't do that. Either Cheshire or Blue Note, because Blue Note's Sash, so we can take a hit from him and Ice Punch right back. And then E-Speed the next turn, which honestly isn't a bad idea. I might just do that. Because Cheshire is still here, but Cheshire I want to keep. Then again, she does have the Liper, which can run Sucker Punch. I think Galvantula can get Sucker Punch too, to be honest. So she carries Shadow Claw. So if I go out in Icy Wind and I don't kill, I think I'll kill with Cheshire. Because there's no Tailwind up. There's no Tailwind up. The Latios is gone. Okay, so Scarf, Icy Wind. It's coming through, nigga. We're going to slow this goddamn thing down. She does have Shadow Claw, which scares me. But what would do more? An Icy Wind? I should have went out to Lucario and Ice Punch. This Gengar means too much to risk it like this. So I was going to say, what would do more? A Shadow Ball or an Icy Wind? Or a Sludge Wave? Because both Sludge Wave and Shadow Ball aren't resisted, but they're super... I mean, they aren't resisted, but they're stab. But Icy Wind is quad effective. What's Icy Wind's base power? It's like 40, isn't it? It's base 55. I should have gone to Lucario. Lucario would have been smarter. I specifically brought Lucario for this thing. I could have Ice Punched, and next turn, E-Speeded, it would be dead. Oh, I misplayed hard. I misplayed so hard. She's just gonna Shadow Claw again. I'm gonna Icy Wind. Fuck it. If anything, we can slow it down, so we might not have to risk. JK! It was enough! I don't know why I second guessed myself too much. Gengar's special attack is sky fucking high. It's sky high. I don't know why I second guessed myself. She has to go out to Seismitoad now. Or she could go out to Liepard, but she's not going to go out to Galvantula because we're going to outspeed. She has to go out to Liepard so she can get Prankster off of it. Yo, that Salamence went down so easy. I want you to know, I was so afraid of that Salamence. I was so afraid of that Salamence. But you know, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. I didn't realize that. I mean, I know Icy Wind Gengar is a VGC thing, but with his power being so low, I did not expect it to do that much damage. But then again, it is quite effective. Salamence isn't built bulky, and Gengar's special attack is sky high, so I'm just stupid for thinking otherwise. But okay. Let's see here. She really doesn't have a lot of options left. Since her 2 dragons are gone, her priority Shadow Sneaker's gone. I feel like she kind of sort of has to go out to Seismitoad now, because her Seismitoad does carry knockoff. And if she goes out to Seismitoad, if I stay in, I'm not going to one-shot with Icy Wind, and she can get a free knockoff either on my Gengar or whatever I swap out to. So I feel like that's what she's going to go for right now. And it scares the hell out of me because I don't want anyone else to catch a knockoff. But I mean, I don't know. Cindy obviously is okay with catching. Oh, this one's just called Sucker Punch. Oh, it's this one. So knowing that I'm scarfed into Icy Wind, I feel like she's going to go for a Sucker Punch, because we do know that she is physical, and a stab Sucker Punch is not something that I want to take. Not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all. So I think what I'm going to do now is, if she wants to T-Wave, Cindy's here. She wants to Gunk Shot, Cindy's here. She wants to Sucker Punch, Cindy's here. I think Cindy's the best option. And now that her... Well, she could have Taunt, and someone's calling me. Stop that. Someone's calling me in the middle of my battle. And she's going to Taunt. That's actually not bad. So I'm guessing she predicted the swap, knowing that I don't want to get Sucker Punched or Night Slashed. That's fine, because... Well, no. I have to Ice Beam now. I have to Ice Beam now. Which means she has a free swap to her Seismitoad, which then gets a free knockoff on anything. So... Knowing that she's going to swap to her Seismitoad, I think I want to hard switch to Titania, so I can Hyper Voice it. The only way this would go wrong is if she stays in Gunk Shots, predicting that, but I don't think she would do that. I don't think she would stay in and Gunk Shot me. Because obviously I'm not free to Scald with Seismitoad there. I could just Ice Beam and say fuck it. But if she goes out to Seismitoad to take the Ice Beam, who do I have to take a hit from Seismitoad? When I hard switch out the next turn to avoid the Grass Knot. I have to sack off Titania. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna switch to Titania. She withdrew. Did she go out to the Seismitoad? She did. She did. She did, because she knows she can take a Scald and she knows she can take an Ice Beam. That's how she handles my Gastrodon. So out goes little whatchamacallit, and out comes Titania. My question is, number one, never mind, I do take toxic damage this turn. Number two, does Seismitoad get Aqua Jet? Because now with the Tailwind gone, I'll never fucking forget Tailwind again. Now with Tailwind gone, I don't think he gets Aqua Jet. He gets Aqua Ring. He does not get Aqua Jet. So, with Tailwind gone, there should be absolutely no way he can outspeed me now. So this is a free Hyper Voice to anything on her team. Goodbye, Pune, sucker. Goodbye, Pune, sucker. Oh, my goodness. So with the Seismitoad gone, all she has left is her Liepard and her Galvantula. And honestly, at this point, we can sack off Titania if need be, because we're not going to outspeed a Liepard, and all it takes is a Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot could miss, you never know. And the Galvantula can just Bug Buzz us and do crazy damage, even with a sub up, but I'm not going to go for sub anymore. So, we'll see what we can do here. I'm hoping that this Hyper Voice, if it does it one shot, I hope it tears through this thing enough for an E-Speed just to do the rest of the work. Because looking at his stats, his special defense is only 75. I don't think it's going to live. I just wish Kristen would push the button and keep me out of this anticipation. God damn. Okay, let's see what we can do. Kristen. There we go. Titania used Hyper Voice. Oh, he ate it up! No, he ate it up! I knew he was going to eat it up. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. So we know he carries Earthquake and Knockoff. So at this point, she doesn't have anything that's off the ground. So if I want, I could go out to Scrub and Earthquake away. If I wanted to, I could go out to Cheshire and just lock myself into... No, I can't do that. I was gonna say I could lock myself in this Shadow Ball, but she has the Liepard. Yo, that thing ate it up so much better than I thought it would. It really did. I think my only option right now is to go out to Scrub and Dragon Claw and hope to hit as hard as I possibly can, because his defense and special defense are the exact same. And if he ate up, he ate that Hyper Voice up like it wasn't funny. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Actually, no, I'm gonna Earthquake. Because it's not resisted, it's Stab, and it's stronger than Dragon Claw. Because what is Dragon Claw? 95? Dragon Claw is base 80. It's not even that strong. Earthquake is 100. Okay, I'm gonna Earthquake, and she doesn't have her Levitators or her Flyers anymore. So I'm safe to Earthquake away and do damage to anybody that she wants to leave in or take out. If either her Liepard or her Galvantula are sashed, we're breaking sashes, or hopefully, I'm not going to put anything past the goddamn Seismitoad since it ate up a Hyper Voice. I'm hoping since it's that specially defensive, it's not going to be that physically defensive either. And we can just do whatever damage we need to right now. And if for whatever ungodly reason this Earthquake doesn't kill, and E-Speed from Lucario is doing the rest. There we go. Earthquake away, Scrub. This is the first time we've seen Scrub in battle. Thank you. Get out, Seismitoad. Get out, Seismitoad. I was so confident Hyper Voice would kill. I don't know why. I guess he can be built bulky. He has 105 HP. I guess I shouldn't have overlooked him like that. Oh well. Oh well. So all she has left now is Galvantula and Liepard. I feel like we can take a hit. We can take one hit from either of them. The Galvantula honestly can't really do much at all. It could Bug Buzz me. It could... I mean, Energy Ball is neutral. And it's not Stab either. I feel like a Bug Buzz would be the best thing she could go for. And I would just Dragon Claw the shit out of her and break whatever sash she has. And then Lucario comes in and cleans up with E-Speed. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're sitting pretty right now. I thought for sure that Hyper Voice was going to kill, and then we'd be able to kill the Galvantula with a Hyper Voice. So here comes Sucker Punch, which I was afraid she was going to have to do. So at this point, I feel like she's going to go for a Night Slash. Or just a flat-out Sucker Punch. I feel like it has to be one of those two. I could try and play safe again, and swap and hard switch to Cindy. So that's honestly the safest play, because I don't think this Liepard can touch Cindy. Since Cindy's a physical wall and this is a physical Liepard, Gunk Shot's not touching us. We resist it anyways. Gunk Shot's not touching us. Night Slash would be our best bet. Sucker Punch, maybe. I just don't want to take any more damage than I need to, because that Galvantula is scurry. It's so scurry. I'm going to go for the Declaw. She went for Torment. Doesn't that keep me from using the same move twice? Doesn't Torment keep you from using the same move twice? Okay, so she's definitely taking advantage of her Prankster. So she's revealed Torment, Taunt, and Gunk Shot. So what's her last move? I'm guessing it's got to be Night Slash or something like that. But I mean, that's fine. Even that's fine. I could U-turn. I should have U-turned. What's wrong with me? I have U-turn. That's super effective. I should have just U-turned out. I'm just going to U-turn. Because U-turn will kill. And I can U-turn right out to Lucario, who quad resists Galvantula. Whew. I'm stressing out over nothing. I don't want to say that I've won the battle already, but it's not looking too good for the Tulsa Talonflames right now. With her Liepard almost down, her Galvantula hasn't even seen any action this entire game. I set up so badly for her Sticky Web team. I set up so badly for Scarf Moxie Salamence, and none of that happened. Let's see what we can do here. Come on now, Kristen. I know Kristen overthinks just as much as I do. I know she does. This is almost a 40-minute battle. That's insane. Oh, so she's gonna knock off my leftovers. Ah! That was a crit! That was a crit! No, thank you! I did not need a crit knockoff. Come the fuck on! I was sitting there thinking, oh, I can live one of anything. So she doesn't carry Night Slash, she carries knockoff. Okay. Obviously, I feel like that's going to be a reoccurring trend throughout the rest of the season, not just because Knockout is a popular move, but because I have Gengar on my team. So I'm going to go out to Blue Note because, like I said, anything that Galvantula has, well, except for, I didn't think about Electric, Thunder. Thunder could fuck me up. Thunder could really fuck me up. Okay. I didn't think about Thunder. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna straight up go for an E-Speed, because if she is Sash, that's gonna break it. Well, I have to E-Speed because she outspeeds me naturally anyway, but I'm gonna E-Speed and break whatever Sash she has. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, and there goes the Energy Ball. Was she expecting? I think she tried to predict. That's what I think she just tried to do. She tried to predict that I would swap out to Gastrodon to take her Thunder. Bop, 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 bop. Thank you! Crit for crit! Oh my goodness, Blue Note doesn't have to go down. Blue Note doesn't have to go down. Here we go. So all my nerves and jitters have left my body. The Tucson Terrakions starts the UCL season 1-0 with a powerful 4-0 over the Tulsa Talonflames. Good game to the Tulsa Talonflames coach, Kristen. She is a good friend of mine, and it's always a wild thrill, right, anytime we get to battle. But again, good game to her. If you'd like to see her battle, or the battle from her perspective, link to that will, of course, be in the description below. But I'm just so happy, so happy that these first week jitters are gone and out of the way. Hopefully I won't be as antsy from here on out, but I will see you guys in the post-game conference. This is so crazy, oh my god. Okay, you guys, so the 3DS has been closed and put away. This is our post-match, post-game pep talk, or whatever you want to call it, conference. I don't know how everyone else is going to do their UCL videos, but this is more of like a look back on what just happened and thoughts and whatnot, because of course you have the pre-game thoughts where, you know, you're predicting what she's gonna bring and yada 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 yada. You guys already saw at the beginning of the video. I'm actually really relieved and happy that the battle went the way it did. My biggest fear in the UCL, because again, I don't make it any secret, I'm not that. Kristen messaging me right now. I gotta talk to her. My biggest fear with the UCL was that I was gonna lose our first week matchup. And when I saw how powerful Kristen's team was, she had so many threats. I was just like, it's donezo. We're done. We're not gonna win this. We're not gonna win this. But luckily, it came through in the clutch, and we got a higher score than I thought. Not that score really matters. I was expecting like maybe a 2-0 or a 1-0 or something like that, but it came down to a 4-0. Rotom kind of sort of got sacked off a little bit. He didn't serve as much of a purpose because Ferrothorn wasn't there, and because Gengar handled the Salamence with ease. I didn't have to burn it or anything like that, so that really wasn't too big of a deal. It wasn't too big of an issue. The Gardevoir honestly put in so much work. Anytime I put Mega Gardevoir on the team, it does so much work, and the sub plan was actually not that bad. The Toxic kind of sort of ruined that, so I'm not too upset with that. But still, if she didn't bring the Dusknoir, which I wasn't expecting her to, which honestly I don't know why I didn't expect her to, because of the fact that I have a Gengar and a Gardevoir. Shadow Sneak from a Dusknoir is death to each of them. So honestly, that's the only thing that really stopped me in the tracks there, because like, for example, at the end when the Gardevoir went down with the Seismitoad, I could have easily, if I would have had sub up, I could have Hyper Voiced once, done the damage, Hyper Voiced the second time, and killed it after he broke the sub. So that would have been fine, and we could have just gone from there on out. So I don't know. When it comes to those two deaths, I think I did play as properly as I could have, and we actually didn't even need the insurance policy in the back, the Sash Lucario with Ice Punch for the Salamence. And that's another one of those things where I'll never ever forget. Icy Wing can body Salamence. It's 4 times effective. Doesn't matter if it's stab or not. You know, I second guess myself way too much and whatnot. But like I said before, I'm very happy and glad that the first week jitters are out. I'm probably still gonna be nervous each week. Who do we play next week? Let me pull up the schedule here. Of course, the schedule for the UCL season is included in the description. You guys can check it out there. Next week, we take on Twit, the Grand Canyon Greninjas. We take on Twit. Okay, so that's interesting enough. His team's very scary as well. He's got Nidoking and a few other threats on his team too. He has Mega Altaria, and that's a big issue, a big problem. But I'm not too concerned about that, because after week 1 battles, we're now open to trade. And I've already established a trade with the Bristol City Blazikins, coached by Game Boy Luke. He drafted Weezing in NU, and I drafted Tangela for him. So we're going to make that trade. So next week, Weezing is going to be our crutch. It's what's going to save us from the horrors of Mega Altaria. Because there's nothing else that I have that can peacefully take a hit. Cindy, after one Dragon Dance, a return does like 90%. So Mega Altaria is going to be a big problem for us. So I don't know. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But outside of that, the rest of our team, we didn't have to use Defog on Flygon because no hazards were put up. Like I said, the Ferrothorn and the Heatran weren't there, so Rocks and Spikes weren't an issue. We didn't even see Galvantula to the very end. She didn't even try to go for Sticky Webs. Probably because she had the Tailwind on the Latios. But honestly, still, even with the Tailwind, I still would have probably led and tried to set up the Sticky Webs only because I don't have a proper spinner on my team, which would mean that I would have to have the wherewithal to grab a Defogger. And when you look at my team, Defog's not the first thing that comes to mind when you see Flygon. So I don't know. I know she made a couple misplays, like at the very end with the Energy Ball. She was expecting Gastrodon to come out, but East B Lucario, crit for crit, we got the W. So I'm very happy. I'm very proud that I was able to coach our team to victory in the first week. If you guys are happy that we got our first W, we're now currently 1-0 in the season. And of course, if you're a proud member of the Nappy Nation, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. And make sure you let us know if you guys enjoy this format for the UCL battles, where everything's just all put into one video. That's like a huge event on Saturdays or something like that. If not, then we'll see what we can do, and we can move and shake some things around with the schedule and make it a little more bearable. So I don't know, we'll see. Either way, I know a lot of you guys are hyped for the UCL. We could tell from the 16,000 people that came out from the live stream. So thank you guys so much for your support. Again, make sure you check out our opponent this week, Kristen. Link to her channel and Twitter are included in the description, as well as her side of the battle. But with that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you all once again for your support, and thank you for checking out the video. Get on the YouTube app 192.